Hello everyone, myself Dr. Jyoti D. Gulwani with your Financial Accounting 1. As we have started with the journal entries, now moving further with the new question. You can see the question, read out this question. From the following information, prepare journal entry for Anish Gandhi for the month of January 2014. And nextly, date, month, particulars are given to us. This is for the year 2014. So let us start with the first one. Number 1, started business with cash rupees 20,000. Now here business is started with the cash. That means cash comes in the business, and as per the rule whatever comes in debited. And here business is started, that means business is started with the capital, so capital is going to be credited. So let us prepare firstly the format of our journal entries. You can see over here journal entries for Ashish Gandhi for the month of January 2014. Heading is to be given. Then prepare our 4 columns: date, particulars, ledger folio, debit and credit column 1. Here I have minimized the column 1 of ledger folio because there is no need of this ledger folio right now. So only 4 columns are needed: date, particulars, ledger folio, debit, credit. So debit, credit, particulars and date is expanded over here. Now, as per the rule, firstly mention the year 2014, then mention the month January 1st. As I said that your business started with cash. So what we have to write down over here? Cash account debit 20,000 to capital account credit 20,000. And as we have to write down narration also, so narration is also written over here, being started business with cash. Now, moving further to the next transaction, again January 1st, purchase goods rupees 1200. Here we have purchased the goods. Now, nothing is mentioned over here from whom we have purchased. Name is also not given, as well as cash is also not mentioned over here. So as per the rules of cash and credit transaction, when name and the value, whatever cash or credit is not given over here, then it is considered as our cash transaction. So we have purchased goods, that means goods come in and cash goes out. So see here, you can say that purchase account or goods account, whatever you want to write down, it is right. If you want to write it down combinedly, that purchase of goods account, then too it is right. So you can write it down, purchase account debit rupees 1200 and cash goes out, so cash account credit rupees 1200. Again write down the narration, being goods purchased. Moving further, next transaction, that is January 3rd, purchase goods of rupees 700 for cash. Now here clearly it is given purchase goods for cash rupees 700. So in the same way as we just did the transaction, we have to give the same entry, that is purchase account debit to cash account credit. Write down the amount, that is 700, as well as write down the narration. Next is January 6th. Place an order with Gaurav to supply goods of rupees 500. Now, in last video also I have said that this kind of transactions are considered as non-economic transaction. That means whenever only order is placed but you haven't received any thing, then it is considered as non-economic transaction. So see here, you can see in journal entry what we have done. 6, this is a non-economic transaction, only this is to be written and nothing is placed over here. And you can also see the lines also which is placed after 1 journal entry, which is only put it to separate our transaction. Next, January 8th, sold goods of rupees 900. We have sold goods of rupees 900. Name is not given, and it is also not given that we have sold it on cash or credit. So when nothing is given, it is considered as our cash transaction. So June 8 over here, write down the date. As we are selling the goods, so we receive the cash. So cash comes in, whatever comes in, debited. So cash comes in, cash account debit, rupees 900, and we have done the selling of goods. So sales account credit rupees 900, and over here you can see being sold goods. Next is 12th. Sold goods to Kantilal rupees 750. Now name is given over here that we have sold goods to Kantilal, but a word is not given over here that either it is sale on cash or on credit. When only name is given, then it is considered as our credit transaction. So we have sold the goods to whom? To Kantilal. So who is the receiver over here? Kantilal. So you can see over here Kantilal account debit to sales account credit, and again write down the narration. Next transaction, that is 14. Purchase goods from Umesh rupees 850. We have purchased goods from whom? From Umesh. Name is given over here. Word is not given cash or credit. Then it is going to be considered as our credit transaction. We have purchased goods. That means goods comes in the business. So you can write it down over here, purchase of goods or only purchase, whatever comes in debited. So goods comes in. So if you want to write down goods account debit, then too it is right. Or purchase of goods account, that is also right, as well as purchase account debit rupees 850. Who is the giver over here? Umesh is the giver. So Umesh account credit, whoever is giver is credited. Write down the narration over here. Then next is 15. Gaurav sent goods as per the order. Now see, we have here placed order supply goods of rupees 500. That means we have purchased over here. Gaurav sent the goods. That means we have purchased the goods. So on 15 date, that is purchase account debit. Who is the giver of the goods? So you can see over here Gaurav is the giver of the goods, and we have placed the order of rupees 500. So mention here rupees 500. Again write down the narration. Then 18. Settle the account of Umesh by paying required amount of cash. Now see, we have over here purchase from Umesh. You can see in the transaction of 14. We have purchased goods from Umesh at rupees 850. Now we are doing the settlement by paying amount in cash. So who is the receiver over here? Umesh is the receiver of the cash. So Umesh account debit, whoever is receiver account debited, and cash goes out from here. So cash account credited rupees 850. Next is, don't forget to write down the narration. So again and again, not repeating over here. January 21st, paid electricity bill for office rupees 800, rupees 600 for home by cash. Now electricity bill is paid for office. Whatever expenses are there for the business are concerned with the business. So you have to write down the name of a particular expense when you are doing any expense for business. When you are doing any expense for the home, then it is considered as our drawing. So two type of entry are going to be done over here. You can see over here January 21st. Now electricity bill which is paid for the business, here you have to write down the name of the particular expense only because it is done for the business. So you can say that electricity bill account debited rupees 800 which is paid for the business. Then drawings, that is bill which is paid for the home, rupees 600, it is considered as your drawing expenses, your personal expenses. So personal expenses are always debited. So drawings account debit rupees 600, and what you have paid? We have paid the cash. So cash goes out, whatever goes out credited rupees 1400. Write down the narration. January 25th, received commission of rupees 5,000. We have received commission. That means cash comes in the business. So cash comes in the business, cash account debit, and amount of what received, that particular name is credited over here. So cash account cash account debited and commission received account credited. So here you can see that cash account debit, commission account credit. Write down narration then. Received commission. January 30, paid rent for shop rupees 2500. Here we have done the expenses for the business, so we have to mention the name of particular expense. So you can see over here, particular expense account debit. According to the rule of nominal account, expense is debited. So rent account debited over here, and it is paid by cash. So cash goes out, so cash account credit 2500. Write down the narration. Last one transaction, 31st. Paid salary to accountant Suresh for the month of January rupees 10,000. We have paid salary to Suresh. So we are obviously whenever salaries are paid, it is always paid in cash. So cash goes out, and what you have paid? We have paid salary. Now here there is a no need to give the name of a particular person. Why? Because it is our cash transaction, and in cash transaction only we have to show the name of the expense only. So here you can see that what is expense we have done for the company? Salary paid to the accountant. So only salary account debit, and it is paid in cash. So cash account credit rupees 10,000. Then write down the narration over here. Here we are ending with our question. So at the end of journal entry, we need to do the total of both the sides, so that we can match that both the side amounts are same. Now for the next question, we will go in the next video. Till then, stay tuned. Goodbye.